Hi there guys, my name's Ashley and I work for the University of Leicester. I'm determined, self-sufficient and can play any team player game you throw at me. How do you know that? This is why it's really important that you really hone in your personal statements, which is what I'm going to be talking about today. The basics of personal statements when it comes to your UCAS application form is that it is all done online. It's vital that whatever you do or whatever you write, you don't write it straight into the application form because you will lose it. Make sure you use a word processor, and once you're confident that it's your final draft, pop it in before submission. You have 4,000 characters to play with. Emphasis on the word characters as opposed to words. These characters are every letter, every space, and every punctuation mark. Sounds like a lot, but you don't have a lot to play with. So it's important that whatever you say about yourself, it is swift, concise, and to the point. We don't have enough time to waffle. You have one personal statement for all applications that you make via UCAS. Just to summarise, you can make 5 applications in the UCAS cycle. You can make 1 application to 5 different universities, or apply for 5 courses within the one. Whatever you do, you only have the one personal statement to show off who you are. So it's important that what you do write is vague enough that you're not boasting about one subject when applying for another. It won't bode well for you once it's being read by an admissions tutor. Ultimately, a personal statement is to convince an admissions tutor to give you a place in their course at their university. However, it is vital to remember that whatever you write has to come from you. UCAS has a very sophisticated system called copycatch, and it will catch you for any plagiarism. At the end of the day, nobody knows you more than you, so why would you get the words from somewhere else? Ensure that whatever you write is all about you. What they're looking for are your skills. What skills do you have or do you possess that you're able to bring to the university? How can you bring them to the course? Now you'll notice I began this talk with telling you a little bit about myself, but really think about it. How do you know what I told you is true? The crux of it is you don't, because I didn't prove it in any way. Your personal statement, yes, it's all about your experiences and your skills, but you need to prove it to us with examples and evidence. What we're looking for is a clear and well-written piece of text. This is serious stuff, guys. We need to ensure that whatever is being written is written in formal and standard English. Proofread it for general mistakes and ensure whatever is being written is full sentences. No bullet points, please. We want to know why you want to study on the course. What are your passions? What's brought you to where you are now? And how can the course you've applied for take you to where you want to be in the future? We want to know that you have a deeper understanding of the course. It's no good to say, I like history. By definition, history is everything up until yesterday. And lots of different courses offer different areas of history to study. So ensure that you are approaching it with a deeper understanding and a deeper knowledge than just the title of the course you've applied for. When thinking about the course you've applied for, tell us about why it is it interests you. Have you been to a lecture? Is there something that happened in your childhood that sparked an interest? Have you always had a passion? Is there somebody in your family that does it, that's really inspired you to want to carry on their work? These are the things we want to know. You can tell us about your skills and experiences through things like work experience, extracurricular activities. Have you taken a gap year? We want to know what your career goals are. Like I've stated, we want to know where you've been and where you want to go, and how the course at our university can help you get there. A really easy way for you to format your personal statement is using the ABC method. A, activity. What activity have you done? Don't discount anything at this stage. You don't need to include everything you think of. Write down everything you have ever done. Have you been part of a sports team? Did you babysit younger siblings? Duke of Edinburgh Awards? National Career Guidance? Lots of different things not to be discounted. B, what was the benefit of that activity? What did you learn when you took part in that activity? This is where the transferable skills come in. Like I mentioned to you at the beginning, determination, leadership, teamwork, communication. These are different benefits you can gain from activities. The C in ABC is probably one of the most important parts of it all. Links it all back together. The C stands for course. What benefits from the activities refer directly to the course that you have applied for? How can they help you moving forward? It's a really nice and easy way for you to format your paragraphs in your personal statement. As I said previously, you only have 4,000 characters to play with. So discount the flowery language. You had the honour and the privilege of doing X, Y, and Z. It doesn't matter. Keep it to simple and plain English. Tell us about your activity, the benefit you got from said activity, and how it directly relates to the course you're applying for. Some top tips for you when thinking about your personal statements. Avoid defining the subject. We know what the subject is. We're teaching you. So don't define to us what the subject is. Avoid stating the obvious. I want to be a doctor because I want to help people. You don't have enough characters. You don't have enough space in your statements to talk about things like that. Keep to plain English and tell us exactly why we should give you a place at the university. Avoid jokes and humour. This is serious stuff, guys. This is how you can gain a place at university. The personal statement is the only part of the application form where you have the creativity to tell us all about you. You can come to jokes and humour in an interview setting where you can build a rapport with somebody and bounce those ideas. On paper, it might not come across as so. So ensure you don't include them when speaking in your personal statement. Don't copy somebody else's. As I've suggested previously, copycat is a very sophisticated system and you don't want it to catch you out. It could be the difference between you gaining a place at university and not. We want to know all about you. Vital information. Get somebody else to proofread your statement. If you can get somebody who's not writing a personal statement at the moment to read it, it would be all the more better. You will not write one copy of this statement. You may write 8, 9, even 10 drafts of this statement before it's ready to prove. It's not about getting it right first time. You wouldn't submit coursework the first time round. You'd write a couple of drafts. Think of this in the same fashion. Think about speed. So S, sing your praises. The personal statement is all about how you can tell us how amazing you are. Now, it is worth noting there is a very fine line between being confident and being obnoxious. Ensure you don't cross over that line. P, prove your interest in the course you've applied for. If you're banging on about how much you love music when you've applied for a physiotherapy course, it's probably not going to go in your favour. So prove that you do have an interest in the subject you've applied for. E and E, evidence and examples. I started this talk telling you all about myself, but you still don't know if they are true or not because I didn't provide any evidence or any examples. Ensure you do so. D is for demonstrate. Demonstrate your commitment to the cause. Demonstrate your commitment to your career path, your university journey, and everything that comes with it. If you want to get in touch with us, have a look at different open days at universities. In the event that you can't get to one of these, University of Leicester have this fantastic software called Unibuddy, where you can get in touch directly with a student who is currently studying at the university. You can also speak to members of staff in different departments. Everybody has a profile, and you can see from that profile where they study or work and in what area their specialisms lie. So you can make sure you get the information that you want. Check out our website at ali.ac.uk/chat. Thank you very much for listening.